All right, we are live and recording. This is Mentorship Masters Roundtable Meetup. This is the meetup that we try to have every single week, and this one's going to be a little different. A happy New Year to everybody. Again, it's the first time that I'm seeing you guys. I see more people are piling into the room, so come one and come all. So we've got a lot of stuff to cover today, and the format that we're going to do. I'm going to try going forward. We'll make some announcements. We'll spend about 10 minutes. And then I want to spend about 20 minutes on the main topic, the main training. And then I'm going to open it up to Q&A. So I want to start having about 20 to 30 minutes of Q&A on every call. So if you've got a question for me, be sure to put it in the chat. But this is kind of the place where we get to connect, meet up once a week together. So let's get started. What I want to do in getting started, first I want to just once again, hopefully everybody had a Merry Christmas. My wife and I, Josie and I, we stayed in town, which is very different for us. We usually like to travel somewhere tropical. We'll be doing that soon. You'll see. I'll be posting that we'll be somewhere. But we stayed in town this year, and then we stayed in town again for the New Year's. So usually we have a lot of people over. Uh, I tell you, this 2020 was crazy, wasn't it? Wasn't it insane? But 2021 is here, and we just take whatever God gives us, and we make it great. We grew quite a bit in 2020. Mentorship Masters is now at 153 members. And we're going to continue to grow. Our goal for this year is that we want to get to 600 members this year, 600 members this year. And by the way, EXP is now over 40,000. And the goal here at EXP is to get to over 100,000 this year. Let me say it again. Yeah, it took us 11 years to grow to 40,000, and our goal in 2021 is to grow to 100,000, and we're on track to do it. So I've got some good announcements for you guys. Again, if you've got a question for me that you want me to cover in the second half of our time together, doesn't matter what the question is, I'll be able to cover it, or I'll attempt to cover it. So put it down in the chat. Open up your chat, type up your question, and I'll get to those later. So let me share my screen. I'm excited. This is going to be a phenomenal year. This is going to be my best business year ever. I already know, and I'm praying and hoping for that for you guys as well. Obviously we are in the driver's seat on this thing. We may not think we are, but we have a lot of control over the type of, at least to our response, okay, to our response to what's going on. We have a lot of control over that. And remember, in negative times, lots of opportunity has always been there. And in positive times, there's always lots of opportunity. So as we, here in this group, we love God, we serve him, and we believe that God is in control. So going into 2021, I'm super optimistic for a phenomenal year. Let's talk about our new masters. So we've got Travis Yamashita, that was brought to us by May Wells. And by the way, May Wells is new to our group as well. She just joined us about a week ago. She's already got somebody in. We've got Tiffany Stevenson, brought to us by Mark Phillips. We've got Albert Gooden, who is brought to us by Artemis. And then I've brought in a string of people, Felicia Guidry, Albert Frazier, or we call him Al, Kevin Quamina, Tom Borgeson. If I'm missing your last name, don't hate me for it. And then Sean White. We thank you guys for being part of Mentorship Masters. We welcome you to the family. When you join Mentorship Masters, you have joined a family. Okay, you've joined a family. This is not just another real estate group. This is a family. Our top producers, I should say our top ambassadors, Will and Deb Gilliam and Stuart Sutton still hold the top slots. We've got Mina with 4, Artemis with 4. And by the way, Mark Phillips now has 4. I saw that he just brought someone else over. He brought Tiffany over. So high five to Mark. David Dutton and Bailey Pippinger have 3. And then we have many other masters that have 2 or 1. So we encourage you, bring people to the family. You know, it's, you know, it's what we do. We like to grow. We're not trying to stay small, you know? And so we're going to continue to bring people to the family. And I believe with all my heart that when we bring them here, they have the highest chance of success if they follow the system. I believe it. So then our top producers, we've got 3. Actually, we've got more than this. I know that Chris is going to be working on the new numbers soon, so we'll be posting that very soon. But we've got 3 that have capped. And that's Tony Pippinger. Actually, I just interviewed Tony yesterday. So we're going to release his story. This is a ex-car salesman. Okay. He just started his 4th year in real estate. And this year, okay, it's his 2nd year with Mentorship Masters. This year, he expects to generate $900,000 or almost $1 million in commission this year. You know, he hit Icon last year. So I did an interview with him where he kind of shares how he did it. Super simple. Anybody can do what he did. His 1st year in real estate, he made $180,000. Now into his 4th year, he's going to make over $900,000. So, and then we got Valerie Floyd. I interviewed her as well. She's the retired nurse. She was a nurse for 23 years, retired, and now she's just doing phenomenal. She capped in one single transaction, and she almost got a $90,000 paycheck on one deal. So we're going to be hearing her story. And I've already interviewed Tanika. So if you haven't listened to Tanika's story, you got to check it out. She was a full-time employee for many, many years, didn't know if real estate was going to be able to replace her income. And she is absolutely crushing it here at Mentorship Masters. And then we've got a bunch of others of you that are on the heels of, of capping. And so we'll be making those announcements here coming up soon. Let's talk about EXP in the news. We've got some big news on the horizon for EXP. And so we continue to grow. We've got 4 countries planned. And let me just tell you what our new plans are for international expansion. Hong Kong. Hong Kong. Yeah, we'll be opening Hong Kong this quarter. We've got Brazil opening this quarter. We've got Italy. Okay. Italy is opening this quarter. And so is Puerto Rico. What's up? We are growing. Michael Valdez is going nuts. He's expanding the company. We expect to grow into 15 countries in 2021, at least 15 countries. So lots of great stuff happening with our growth, and that's just gonna keep going. And the last time we were together in person, remember I did a deal where I talked about why most new agents fail and what to do about it. So if you haven't watched that, I highly encourage you to go and check that out. Why most new agents fail and what to do about it. If you want to start your 2021 off right, on the right foot, you owe it to yourself to go back and watch that, why most new agents fail and what to do about it. A lot of people have watched the replay of that, and they have gone absolutely nuts. It's recharged them. It's made them want to reinvent their business. So I highly encourage you to go and watch that training. So with that, what I want to do is I want to share a couple other things that are going on. For those of you, I see a few people just joined the room. We are expanding into Hong Kong, Brazil, Italy, and Puerto Rico coming up this quarter. EXP is expanding into those countries. So, you can grow your group. It doesn't have to just be in the United States. You can grow your group anywhere in the world. And Mentorship Masters will be in all the 4 corners of the world. Books. Okay, so some of my books I've redone. Now, let me show you. Let me see if I can find. So this is the original Mentorship Masters Success Manual. This is the original one that we came out with about 1.5 years ago. Now this has just been completely redone, re-edited, re-released, and it's now on Amazon. It's less than $4. I think it's $3.97. And if you've got somebody that you're either, for yourself, you should get a copy, or if you know someone that's thinking about Mentorship Masters that's local or that you want to send a copy to, you can get this on Amazon, send it directly to them. This is the new version, okay? This is the new version of that. And it's the success manual. This is the old version. Many of you have the old version. And what has been changed? Well, for one, I took myself off the cover and I made this less about me. I made it more about the group, what we're doing, the vision, the overall theme. And so, and then I've added a lot of new content to it. So there's a whole chapter in here on what to do your first 30 days. And then there's a lot of video links. So when you come across something, you might find there's a link to that video that somebody can just pull up on their smartphone, where they can actually watch the video of what I'm talking about in the book. So this is a little bit more vanilla. This is something that you can pass out to people, to your recruits, people that you're looking to bring into our family. 97% of real estate agents don't make it to their third year in the business. 97%, or I'm sorry, 87%. 87% of real estate agents fail by their third year. And we want to reduce the failure rate. We know we can do it. We've done it with a lot of our masters. And that's the reason why we want to continue to bring them here. We want to continue to grow our group. And this is a tool that's going to help you do it. Now, you can also get this free. This is a free download at Knolly.com. So if you want to just get the PDF version of it and have that, this is your success manual at Mentorship Masters. This is the manual that will also explain all the benefits that you have here at Mentorship Masters. And then at the back of it, there is a section called EXP FAQs. So a lot of times you'll forget questions that people are asking you about EXP, and you can go right to the back and it'll say, what if I need to occasionally use a physical office? Okay, there's the answer. So it's got all the frequently asked questions in here as well. That's the new version of the Mentorship Master Success Manual. It's on Amazon, $3.97 with free shipping, or you can download it for free at Knolly.com. The other book that's updated, let me see. I was going to see if I don't have the old one here, but here's the new Triple My Listings. Yeah, all new for 2021. Triple My Listings. It's already out on Amazon, brand new for 2021. Or if you're watching this and you want to get it free, then you can go to triplemylistings.com or Knolly.com, either one, triplemylistings.com or Knolly.com. And you pay the shipping, we send this to you. And this is 27 marketing ideas for free seller leads. People ask me all the time, Knolly, how do I get leads? How do I get more listings? How do I get more business? This is the manual that helps you do it. And this expanded edition is now up to 150 pages. I think the first time I did it, it was 120 pages. So I added 30 more pages, and I added tons and tons of videos that are linked. So every single chapter just about has chapter homework now. So, and that chapter homework links to a video that is, that basically goes into further detail about what I described in the chapter. So for example, here's another one with the chapter homework and the videos that the person can watch as further study. And also there's a handy, just so you know, there's a handy checkbox by every single video. So you can check it off when you've watched it. Because a lot of times, I put out so many videos, people forget which ones they watched. And so this is kind of a good resource for you as well. So 27 marketing ideas for free seller leads. That is all new and updated for 2021 as well. So I wanted to share that with you guys. What else? Yeah, we're growing to 600 members. You hear that, Chris? We're at a little over 150 members right now, and I want to grow us to over 600. Remember, Mentorship Masters is going to be over 10,000 agents. Actually, it's going to be over 40,000 agents all across, you name it. Okay, EXP is going to be growing to over 1 million agents. So, we're going to be following on the heels of that growth over the next 10 years. What else? what I want to share with you is for new agents getting started. If you're brand new to our group and you're just getting started, I want to kind of show you where to get started, because I had one of our members that had attracted an agent. The agent said that they were not able to log into the portal, the Mentorship Masters portal. And so I was like, whoa, this person joined like 6 weeks ago and they're still not on the portal. That's where you begin, you know, and I heard from another member that, you know, I'm not the direct sponsor of that member, but she was talking to her sponsor and saying, hey, I wish I'd have known this information when I first started. Well, if she had followed the steps, you know, that I lay out, then that's like step one of the, you know, it's the first step, one of the first steps. So I'm going to make a point to kind of rehash a little bit. I know some of you guys, it'll be, you know, just review, but let me share my screen again, and I'm going to show you real quick. Let me escape out of this. Okay, so this is the Mentorship Masters portal. Now, if you haven't logged into the portal, you're really missing out. This is where everything that I do, this is where everything that I do lives. Okay, this is the home for everything that I do. Remember, there's a support number right here at the top. That's Chris Capistrano. We call him Kit, affectionately, here behind the scenes. But that's his phone number. So Kit, how long you been type it in the chat, Chris, how long you've been working for me, or with me, I should say. I don't even remember. I think it's been 7 years, but it might be 8. I can't remember. Let me look. That's bad of me, I know, but 7 years. Okay, woo, 7 years. He's still, and he made it 7 years. So Chris has followed me in my career for the past 7 years. He knows pretty much everything about me. He can access my bank accounts and pretty much everything. And so I trust him very dearly. We have worked together, you know, for many years. So if you have a question, and if he can't answer it, he's going to come right to me and I'll help, you know, with it. So, but his number is right there in a couple of spots. Now, when you jump on if you're brand new to the group, where you want to start is you want to start with the very first tab. That's Welcome to Mentorship Masters. And there's right here, it says, so you can watch the welcome video first. And then it says your first 30 days. So you're going to start with your first 30 days. And that is a checklist, very, very important checklist that you want to go through to begin. So your first 7 days, here's the things that you're going to do. And I realize this is kind of overwhelming, especially if you're just beginning. It's like, man, it's a lot of stuff. Don't worry about it. Just take your time. Do it on your schedule. But success is really about doing the right things in the right order. Let me say it again. Success is about doing the right things in the right order, because you can do the right things in the wrong order. And guess what? You don't get to that $100,000 a year. You don't get to that $200,000 a year. You don't get to that $700,000 a year. Okay, like several of our members are already at. You got to do the right things in the right order. So you start there where it says your first 30 days, and then you're going to want to watch the orientation video. Okay, so I have a 1-hour orientation video for new members where I help walk you through Mentorship Masters and what to, you know, where to look for stuff, or where to find everything, and how to begin. Okay, so everything's in this first tab, and then once you've done that, you go to the next tab. It says start here. Okay, start here. This is your 12-step success path. And you just start with step 1. And then once you've completed step 1 is your first 30 days. Okay, so you go through that, then you go to step 2, and then you go to step 3, and so on. So this is really how you begin at Mentorship Masters. And your 12th step, don't worry about it. You can take 2 months to complete that, doesn't matter. But the sooner you get it out of the way, the sooner you check it off, it's a once and done. So the sooner you get these things done, the sooner you can get on to success. And I'm quite amazed at how many of our members have been in the group and they haven't done these things to begin with. And remember, success has foundations to it. Okay. There are foundations to success. So you got to set those foundations up first. Most people, when they come to me, they just want to know, man, how did you sell 1,000 houses in your first 10 years? How did you sell 100 homes a year for over, 10 years in a row? How do you still cap? Most of you guys know I'm retired from production, but I still capped last year. I capped the year before that. And I work about 4 hours a week in real estate. How do I do that? Well, the how really comes after you set the foundation. You set the foundation for your career, and the how is super easy. Okay, the how becomes self-evident. All right, so that's pretty much what I wanted to share with you guys. I want to open it up for any questions that you guys have for me. That was one of the questions, though, from one of our new members, is how do I get started? By the way, let me share one other thing, and Chris, if you know of any questions that people have been asking that you're continuing to see, you can put those in the chat and I'll cover those here as well. There is one question that came up this morning, and it was, hey, when am I going to get my attraction site? Okay, so you guys know that a lot of you guys have attraction sites. And let me show you what that is real quick. So, and by the way, these are sites that I personally build for you. And let me pull up one real quick. Hold on a second. So the attraction site is really going to be mentorshipmastersgroup.com/ and then it's going to be the name of the, it's going to be custom. So I'm going to pull up Sabu's. So what's up, Sabu? All right, so here's Sabu's attraction site. So essentially, your attraction site is something that you're going to be able to use to share Mentorship Masters with other people, okay, with other agents. It's going to have your information here. It's click here to join, a little bit of information about you. It's going to talk about why EXP is beneficial for agents, teams, or brokers. It's going to have the EXP explained video here. It's going to talk about what you get with Mentorship Masters, and then, of course, a lot of the frequently asked questions. So the way that you get an attraction site is you earn it, okay? Now, when we had our founding members, like Sabu's one of our founding members, when we first started, we would just hand out attraction sites. Now attraction sites are earned. So the way you get an attraction site is you become an ambassador, okay? You become an ambassador when you attract your first person, your first member, your first agent to Mentorship Masters. So after you've attracted your first person to Mentorship Masters, you get an attraction site. So that basically you get on the schedule to have an attraction site built for you. They're not free. I mean, they are free to you. They're not free to us. So we want to invest in the people that are investing in us. In other words, it's a reward for you helping us grow because we want to grow. So that's how you get an attraction site here at Mentorship Masters. And they're beautiful sites. I know there are companies that will charge you to have an attraction site that you pay, 30, 40, 50 bucks a month. With us, it's free. You just have to follow the first step, which is to become an ambassador. All right, so any other questions that you guys have? Let me see. And I got to say it again, for those of you that just joined, Happy New Year. This is going to be a phenomenal year for us. I know last year was weird only because it blindsided us. We didn't see it coming. I had the year already planned. Let me share with you what I was going to do in 2020. This was my 2020 plan. It was called the Dominion Project. And I had this strategy, okay, of doing nothing but local events, okay? Not just local events, but actually events all over the place. And I had this live event checklist of all the live events, and I was going to do a live event every single week. Every single week I was going to be out there doing a live event. Well, you know what happened in 2020? That got shot to hell, if you will. And so, we did it a different way. We went to Zoom. We went to other methods, and we still grew to 150. We still doubled our size. Okay. So, hey, high five to you guys for helping us do that. And 2021 is going to be phenomenal. I already know it is, everything that is happening has already been foreseen by Almighty God. Okay. So it's nothing new to him. It may freak us out, but guess what? It's in God's hands. And by the way, most of you had the most phenomenal, if you really got out there and played the game, most of you, from what I've seen, the production numbers had the most phenomenal real estate year in a long time. So that kudos to you guys out there making it happen. The production numbers have been off the chart. December was our highest production number as a group, period. So kudos, you guys are doing it. All right, so let's see. Are there any questions that you guys have? Let's see here. What's up, Diego? I see you in the house.
Oh, what's up, Knolly?
Were you trying to ask a question, or you just unmuted yourself to?
Kind of accident, kind of both actually, but I do have a question, Knolly.
Let's go.
It's on do the two.
Yeah, do the two.
Is do the two with agent attraction another two, or can you do the two within the two?
Yeah, that's great.
Because I'm also doing the two every day, for listings.
Yeah. That's a great question. So what I and Diego, by the way, those of you that don't know Diego owned a Remax franchise, okay, in Yuma, Arizona. And Diego, I don't know how he did it, but he found out through social media that I was going to be in Prescott, Arizona. And he was like, man, I want to drive down 3 hours. I think it was a 3-hour drive to come, see you. And I was like, man, how do you even know I'm on vacation? How do you even know I'm here? Well, he took the drive. We met in sort of the center town square, and we prayed together. We held hands. We prayed together because he was in the middle of a 5-year Remax contract franchise agreement. And he was like, man, I don't know how I'm gonna get out of this agreement. And I said, man, with God, if there's a way, let's pray. And we put our hands together, we prayed. And lo and behold, a month later, after months and months of telling him, we're not gonna let you out, we're gonna hold your feet to the fire. Remax let him out of his agreement. He came over here with us to Mentorship Masters at EXP, and he really has a commitment to grow. So so happy to have you here, Diego, by the way. Thank you. So, okay, so let's talk about do the two. So do the two is every single day. This is one of our core concepts here at Mentorship Masters. Every single day from 9 o'clock to 11, you should be what we call do the two, okay? Now, if time doesn't permit, some of you are part-time and you're slowly working into where you become full-time, here. You might do your two some other time, but that's 2 hours of lead generation every single day. 2 hours of lead generation for listings. Okay. Now, what we teach for those of you that are into agent attraction, which should be every one of you, helping us grow, is do the two on Friday for agent attraction. So Monday through Thursday, 4 hours. We call it a 2x4, 9 o'clock to 11, Monday through Thursday. You do attraction for listings and business production. But then 1 day a week, which is Friday, you do the two for agent attraction. So, and for those of you that are, that don't really know what to do when it comes to agent attraction, if you go to the portal, I've got a whole section there on agent attraction, which walks you through sort of my best practices. We've done a lot of trainings on agent attraction to help you there as well. So, so that kind of answers the question for the majority of you. You do that on Friday. For you, Diego, since you're really trying to you want to become kind of like me. This is what I do. This is what I do. I'm a pretty much a recruiter, is what you'd call me. And so this is the majority of what I do. Every day I talk to agents about joining Mentorship Masters. I do it every single day. I've got 6 agents scheduled this week to talk to. And if you're watching this and you're thinking about joining Mentorship Masters, reach out to one of our masters. You can only join our group through an invitation from another master. Okay. So reach out to one of our masters. They'll become your sponsor, but I'll be happy to talk to you about it. So that's what I would do is every Friday. If you want to do it more than that, Diego, you could basically carve out, say, an hour a day to do agent attraction. Doesn't take that much time. Okay, by the way, it really just doesn't. I probably spend a few hours a day because this is my do the two is agent attraction. But I've got it so automated now that I spend about an hour a day in the morning actually lead generating for new prospects to join our mentorship masters. The rest of my day is really supporting you guys. You know, the rest, our growth, think about it. Right now we're at 153 members. By the end of this year, we'll be at 600 members in our group. Okay. And within our 10 years, we'll be at least 14,000 members. Okay. Now, all of those members are going to come through you, Diego, and you, Peterson, and you, Rosemary, and you, Kathy. All of those people, all those 14,000 are going to come from you guys. They're going to come through you guys. Okay. So I don't have a huge interest in growing a lot of people directly under me. I want to grow our group under you guys. So that's what it's all about. And what we provide here is absolutely unparalleled. You know, the kind of coaching that we have, the training, and the free products, and you know, my pre-listing package, my you know my seller guide, and everything else. Everything's free when they join us. So that's what I would say. Hopefully that helps you, Diego. You know, but you got to carve out the time, and you have to put it on your schedule. Okay. I actually have it hardwired into my calendar, into my daily calendar, because if I don't, I won't do it. Another thing I do, I'm going to share this with you, and then I'll get to the next question. Or if you had a follow-up question, is I use the app on my phone called Reminders. Okay, I use it very religiously. So there's a reminders here, and this is when it comes to do the two. See that do the two for agent attraction. And what I put there, I says, my sheep hear my voice. See, this is something that Jesus taught, is that my sheep hear my voice. You know, people get, uh, you know, upset, if you will, when they've talked to somebody about mentorship masters, about EXP, and they're not interested. You know, what Jesus said is, my sheep hear my voice. So if they're not hearing your voice, then they're not our sheep. They're not meant for, you know, there's only certain people that are meant for our group. We're not for everybody. Our group is not for everybody. And the truth is, this is not the group for everybody. You know, we're Christ-centered. We love God. We believe in the power of your subconscious mind, and we teach things that are really quantum. We teach quantum physics. I mean, this is not the group for everybody. If you want to succeed, you should be here, but not everybody will see it. And so that's why it says, you know, my sheep hear my voice. If they don't see it, they don't see it. I'm not responsible for making them see it. I'm just responsible for sharing the opportunity. And then what I do is I have sort of these checklists that says, okay, these are the things that I should be doing when I do the two, and then I check them off. So there's some items that I want to do that I do daily. Like there's two things that I do daily, and then the rest of them I do like weekly. Some things I do monthly. Some things I do quarterly. Okay, so and this is whether you're doing the two for production or for agent attraction. Okay, I can share with you guys that you know, my revenue share uh, last month was over $12,000. The month before that was just shy of $16,000. And I hear people tell me, well, man, Knolly, that's because you're Knolly Williams. Well, is it? There's a guy named Wilco, okay, Wilco. Look him up on YouTube. Google Wilco Brent Gove. Brent Gove interviewed him. So do Wilco Brent Gove, and you'll find out that Wilco was a soccer coach. Let me say it again. What did he do? He was a soccer coach. He coached soccer. And what his job was is he would coach different soccer leagues. And he got so excited about the idea of EXP 4 years ago, that he joined. The man had never sold a house before. He was not a real estate agent. He was a soccer coach. And even to this day, I don't even know if he even sells houses, but he attracted 12 people, okay, as a soccer coach. not as a realtor, not as a top realtor. He's never been a top realtor. He attracted 12 agents. Okay, in 4 years, he's got 12 people. He might have attracted a few more than that, but he's got 12 frontline qualifying agents right now today. But his organization is how many? Almost 1,000 people in his organization, almost 1,000. Okay. Now, what does that mean? That means that he is personally, um, he's entitled to $70,000 a month, roughly, in revenue every single month. Yet he's not nobody, he's not a known name. He's not a known figure. Okay. He never has been a known person. And he never was a big real estate salesperson. Okay. Now, there's another guy that I just met, and I'm going to interview him. He joined EXP. I think he's been with us about the same time I have, and his organization is how big? The same size as mine. Same size as mine. He sold one house in his life, one home ever, and he's still making 10 grand a month, just like I am. So this whole concept, self-limiting beliefs, oh, Knolly can do that, but I can't. That's hogwash. There are so many people, it would rattle your cage to know how many people at EXP are doing better than I am, and nobody knows who they are. Okay, they're just following the model. Okay, EXP sells itself. So I would definitely say for you, Diego, since you want to do that, more as a full-time thing, is carve out an hour a day, 2 hours on Friday, and then do the two Monday through Thursday. Is that helpful?
Oh, very much so, Nolly.
I got into a little bit of a rant on that one, boy, but there's a lot of self-limiting beliefs out there. And as your coach, I'm not buying it. There's a lot of excuses that agents give me for not being successful, and I just can't buy them because they just don't hold water. They just don't. Okay. What other questions do you guys have? You can unmute yourself and ask, or put it in the chat. If there's no more questions, then we're done. I think we had a good session already. Any other questions out there for you guys?
Just want to thank you, Knolly, brother.
Sam, what's up, brother? Let me see that background.
Here, let me turn it. Oh, hold on, I lost you. Give me a sec. There we go.
Man, I like it.
That cool?
How do we get a background like that, Sam?
I'll send you it.
Okay, cool. Yeah, if you can put it in the chat, that'd be sweet.
Let's see if I could put it in the chat. Give me a sec.
Yeah. Okay. So Lucas is asking if I can go through how to get to the agent attraction site again. Okay. Yeah. Let me do that. So what's up? I see Stuart Sutton's in the house. What's up, Stuart? So let me talk about Stuart for a minute. I got it. Stuart, are you at a place where you can chat or what?
Yeah. How are you doing?
What's up, man? Hey. So let me just talk about Stuart for a minute. So Stuart, I started talking to Stuart about EXP 2 years ago, probably the week after I joined. Okay. And he was like, nah, man, I don't want to hear anything about that. And Stuart is a good friend of mine. We're boys. We've been on stage together. He's been in my house, that kind of thing. And so, and by the way, he has pretty much been one of the top 50 or top 20 real estate agents in Austin for the past 30 years. Stuart since the 1990s, for the past 30 years, Stuart has not had a single year where he's made less than $700,000 in commission for 30 years, and most years he makes over $1 million in commission most years. Okay. And he got excited about EXP. Eventually how long did it take you, Stuart?
18 months and 3 days.
18 months and 3 days. And so Stuart got so fanatical about the time that he wasted. There's never such thing as wasted time, but the time that he postponed joining, that he actually went and added up the money that he lost by not being here sooner. Tell us about that, Stuart.
Well, it's bittersweet to talk about it, but I actually did the calculations on what I had missed out on. And had I joined EXP a few years ago, and I've got it actually from 18 months, 3 years, 5 years, but I left about $1.7 million on the table. And that's not pie in the sky. Those are actual figures that EXP would have given me stock when I closed my first sale, when I hit, cap, blah, blah, blah. And that stock would have grown, and the commissions I would have gotten instead of what I paid to my broker, et cetera, et cetera. So that 1.7 million is a 5-year period. Okay. The last 18 months since, and this is money that you owe me, by the way. The last 18 months is about $367,000 that I left on the table. So once I saw those numbers, I couldn't ignore it anymore.
This is interesting, Stuart, because people ask me all the time, does EXP work for big agents? Like, man, I'm trying to recruit this big mega agent. I don't think EXP would be for him. Now, you just said that 360-some-thousand. And let's talk about Tony Pippinger for a minute. I interviewed him yesterday. I'll be sharing, he's one of our masters. Remember, he iconed last year. Okay. Now he iconed when our stock price was about $8 a share. He got 2,000 shares. And what is that stock worth today? Over $100,000. Okay. So EXP actually is paying Tony to be part of the company. So whenever you're talking about a big producer, we're really the ones that lose the most by not being here. Wouldn't you say, Stuart?
Oh, no doubt. No doubt. And I think as more people understand the process, understand the concept, and this is basically what I've been sharing with people who ask. And as you know, I'm a producer. I sell real estate. That's what I do. If I can, talk to somebody about EXP and bring them over, that's great. But my primary focus is selling real estate. But when I talk to people, I say, look, EXP isn't going to change how you sell real estate. Don't be scared about that. EXP is going to change how you get paid for selling real estate. That's the difference.
Talk to Diego for a minute, because he had a question about, this whole idea of, attraction, doing agent attraction and still running his real estate business. And you've already attracted 9 people, or 8 or 9 people here since you
just had my 9th sign up this week. Yeah.
Your 9th one signed up this week. Okay. So, and you've been here how long, Stuart?
4.5 months.
4.5 months. Okay. You've attracted 9 people now, but you're still selling real estate. Now, how much real estate do you plan to sell this year?
About the same as usual.
Okay. So what kind of commission do you expect you'll earn this year? Same as usual, $1 million.
About the same as usual.
$1 million, right?
I've been making about the same for, well, you said it. I've been, and it's an endless source of frustration to previous brokers are going, why don't you grow? Why don't you grow? Well, I've got it, a process that's pretty well down, and I enjoy doing it. And I like my clients. And, for me, and I used to run a team, and I've told people that wasn't an overly enjoyable process for me. I liked it. It was great. But what I do is I do what I do with a part-time assistant. And you know how I work. Yeah. I've got a part-time assistant, and I do a certain number of transactions. I do have agents that I mentor and help and guide and coach, and I enjoy that very, very much. But their income and my income isn't all based on that. My income is based on my production, and their income is based on their production and me helping them get to where they want to be. But the agent attraction for me is just basically a normal part of the process now. So instead of just doing a transaction and letting it go, I'll say, hey, I just had a quick question for you. Have you ever considered or thought about? And then I'll just kind of lead them into that. And if they haven't, great, no worries at all. If they have, that's even better.
I love it. I love it. And it hasn't really hampered your ability to sell real estate though, right?
No, not in the least. It's just really, like you said, it's time management. It's just, and also conscious habit building. In other words, I do things now when I'm with XP that I could have done before, but I didn't because there wasn't a benefit to do it. But now I do things like introduce EXP. And you know where several of the agents have come from, Nolly, that I've gotten, and I actually have several more coming. I've got 2 people in the process of getting their licenses. My clients and my vendors, I basically say, hey, I've moved to EXP, and where I was stable for 12 years, now I'm actually adding agents. If you know of anyone who wants mentoring, coaching, guidance, between Knolly Williams and Rand Smith and me, hopefully we can give them everything they need. But if you know of anyone, just keep me in mind. So I've gotten these emails come along and go, hey, I've been thinking about getting into real estate, or hey, I just had one of my clients go, my sister-in-law has her license and she's been trying to decide what to do. It's just a matter of, I don't know that it's really recruiting or agent attraction. I think it's more of a, hey, keep me in mind because this is what I do now, It's just repositioning, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. That makes a lot of sense.
Knolly, can I say something?
Yeah, for sure.
I got this agent that I'm working with on my buyer, actually on my listing, and she does not know what she's doing. I'm educating her on how to do certain documents, and she's going to come over. So that'll be my first, and then the other one in LA.
That's
I'm
awesome.
going to follow up with her.
Love it.
2021. I want 21. I want 21. Give me 21 people for mentorship masters. That's what I want.
I love it. I love it.
I'm
And
saying it to you, and I'm saying it to everybody.
I love it. Put it out there in the world. And Sam, our gal in LA, she is going to join. She said she already texted me and said that she's going to be joining. So
Awesome.
with you as her sponsor. So that's exciting. So you'll have 2 this month. That's exciting, man. That's wonderful.
Yep. I got to get 21.
I love it. All right, Lucas, I haven't forgot about you. So Lucas is asking if I can remind everybody of where the attraction information is. So let me do that. And
well, by the way, I just sent you the 3 Zooms. I couldn't send it through the chat. So okay. I sent it to your email.
Yeah, what we'll do too, Sam, I think what we'll do is we'll add that maybe to the, maybe I'll add it to the portal as a link.
That's a good idea. There's 3 good ones, and 2 of them have the proper logo.
The new logo. Okay, cool. I love it, man. Okay. All right. So for those of you that are interested in agent attraction, and I know it's not all of you, and that's okay. If you're like, man, I don't want anything to do with agent attraction, I get that, and I'm okay with that. But just realize that we are going to grow, and I'm going to grow through you guys, not through me, directly. So there's a tab here in the Mentorship Masters portal that says agent attraction. And if you're new to the group and you haven't figured out how to even get on the portal, reach out to Chris and he will hook you up. Okay. This is Chris's phone number right here. And then you can also email chris@knolly.com, chris@knolly.com, and he'll help you out. But there's a tab here called Agent Attraction. And on that tab, there's a bunch of different sections, if you will. So this is Agent Attraction Tips and Tricks. Okay. This is where I'm sharing with you some of my best tips and tricks around agent attraction. This is another one called Agent Attraction Secrets. Okay. And I'm sharing with you, I'm super excited on that one. Attraction videos. People ask me all the time, man, which video should I share? So I give you several videos that you can share. There is one that I like the best. I'll put that in the chat here in a minute. I've got another one on scripts, agent attraction scripts that you can use for people. And then I've got, it goes on and on. I've got this other training on how to generate residual income. Actually, Curtis Johnson put this one together. And it goes on and on. So you'll find a lot. Now, if you're looking to attract, for example, and by the way, I do have some other like agent attraction 01, 02, 03, 04, and 05. That's a 5-part series on agent attraction for those of you that want to learn more about agent attraction. Each one of those is about an hour long in length. The 9 laws of agent attraction. This is another video that I have where I teach you how to do agent attraction. And then there's another, attracting indie brokerages and teams. So I've got some videos that I recommend around indie brokerages and teams. So just go to the agent attraction link in the portal, and you'll find all of the various trainings there in that, in that section. All right, so yeah, so yeah, this is great. So Stuart is asking about the contributions to EXP for getting the icon status. What do we do besides production to get the $16,000 back? Yeah, that's great. That's a good point. So when you hit icon here, and we've got several people that have done it in our group, okay, Will Gilliam did it last year, Tony Pippinger did it last year, and they're both do it this year again. I've got several of you that said you're going to do it. I know Stuart will hit it, and so on. So, you get, I think it's 12,000 of that. You get part of it back just by hitting the production goal. So you cap and you do 20 additional deals and you hit icon. The other way that you hit icon is once you've made $500,000 in commission, you hit icon that way as well. So the more traditional way is, you cap, you do 20 additional deals, you hit icon. So you get, I think it's $12,000 of your stock back at that point. I may be off on the numbers. And then you get the rest of the stock back through things that you do to contribute to the company. So part of it you get back when you attend the 2 company events that we have every year. We have the shareholders event, every year. This year, I think it's in May. And then we have our EXP Con that's in October. So you attend both of those events because we want our icons out there at our events. We want you guys to be visible and, engaged. And so then you get the rest of the revenue of that 16,000 back by contributing to help other agents succeed. So you'll notice that most of the classes are taught by our icon agents. That means that most of the classes at EXP, remember now we have over 80 hours a week of live training classes, and they're taught mostly by icons. That means there are people that are making, over 150, 200,000 or more a year are teaching the classes. So you can trust what they say. And the reason why they teach the classes is because it is a requirement that they give back, they pay it forward and give back to be able to complete out the whole icon. There's actually a whole website on how to get icon, but those are the 3 things. You've got to contribute back to the company by training. You've got to attend our 2 events, and then you have to hit that production goal. And then you get all of the 16,000 back in the form of company stock at icon. By the way, I do have a separate video. I have this whole new series. If you guys haven't seen it yet, it's called EXP in 3. And that's where I explain different questions that people have about EXP in 3 minutes or less. And so we have,
great.
Say again?
Those are awesome.
Thank you. Thank you. Believe it or not, I've got 30 videos that are part of that series, the EXP in 3 series, 30 different videos. And I just added a couple more. So they're slowly going to be rolling out. We've got our Paul, who's our video guy. He's going to be, he's editing those. And so you'll have almost any question that somebody asks you about EXP, you'll have a video that it's a 3 minutes or less to share with that person. There's one other thing I wanted to share with you guys. Yeah, okay, good. Chris says we're going to release a video about how to get icon status soon. Yeah, and it'll be, and that you can send to somebody very quickly. I want to share with you guys one other thing. Let me see if I can find it real quick before I share my screen. Hold on 1 second. And if there's any other questions, throw them in the chat. I might have time for one more. Isn't this fun, guys, where we just get to kind of mastermind and, and answer questions and just talk?
And now look at my background now.
Oh, let me check it out. Hold on. Okay, talk so I can see it.
See it?
You got to keep talking.
Okay, I'm talking. Can you see it?
No. Your camera shut off.
Oh, it's off? Okay, hold on. Give me a sec. Why is my camera off? Okay. Start video. There we go. Is it on now?
Nope.
It says it's on.
Now all we see is your name. And so in the very bottom left, you can click on the little video. Are you doing that?
I have two of me.
Oh, you have two. Well, the
I
other
have
one
two
is the
of me.
one, the one that's showing is just your name.
Okay, let me disconnect this one, and
Yeah.
then you'll see the other one.
Okay. While you're doing that, I want to show you guys, if I can find it. I'm
Okay,
hoping
I got it now.
Okay, there we go. I can see you now. Talk.
Look at my magazine behind me.
That's dope. Oh, hold on, I can't talk because it'll. Here, you sing a song or something, Sam.
Fly me to the moon, let me walk upon the stars. Let me see what life is like on Jupiter and Mars.
Man, I love it. I love it. Hey, you guys don't know that Sam is the karaoke champion, baby. Boy, he loves it. I like that. How do you do that, Sam?
I have a video that I created with the magazine that I've been selling to EXP agents. I got this magazine that comes out every month. I send it out through, actually, I embedded it into my website also. And it was like 26 bucks to start and 20 bucks a month. It was dirt cheap to start. So Knolly, I'll send you the link to it so you can see it. It's really awesome.
Yeah, share that with our masters too, man. I'm sure they would.
And I sent it out to, actually I sent it through Facebook Messenger to my clients. I say, hey, you know, Happy New Year. I just want to make sure I didn't forget to send you my interactive digital magazine.
I love it.
And they're like, oh man, you didn't send me that. You know, no problem.
I think one of these days, Sam, we might have to do a class where you teach us how all these little things that you do. I know Rebecca Wooten is real good at doing all these little, she knows all these little tricks and different things that you guys do to generate, I mean, just tips. Great stuff.
This is my green screen, Knolly.
So
I got a green screen behind me, brother.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I got a green screen. So I spent 79 bucks and I got a green screen. It came with the green screen, the setup, all the stands. For 79 bucks, I got it from Amazon. And it has the lights. I mean, I got my own studio upstairs. It's pretty cool.
I love it, man. I love it. So are you starting to do more video now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Actually, I'm gonna start doing I've been in Clubhouse. Have you been in Clubhouse yet, Knolly?
You know, we were just talking about that in our influencers group this morning about Clubhouse.
Oh man, you got to go in. It's amazing.
It's like on steroids, huh? Like it's like Facebook on steroids, but it's specific. Is it just for real estate agents, or what's the deal?
No, it's everything. Actually, I was on a spiritual room this morning. While after I dropped off my daughter, I was in the spiritual room.
Nice.
And it was really powerful, really powerful.
Wow.
So there's all sorts of rooms. You just want to stay with the positive rooms. There's some there that are like political and garbage like that. But you want to stay with the positive rooms. Glenn has been in a lot of the rooms lately.
Yeah, that's what they were saying, that he's been.
Glenn Stanford, yeah.
Wow.
So you need to, I mean, if Glenn's in those rooms, you got to come.
Yeah, what I heard was he was just in one of the rooms just hanging out.
Yep.
Like
he was hanging out.
For 2 hours.
Grant Cardone has a room that he's been doing. I've been like picking people's brains on my video and what to do with my video and what to do. And I'm getting all sorts of followers on my social media because I follow them and they follow me. So I think I'm up to 1,000 followers on my Instagram. And I think I'm up to probably about 1,000 on my, I need more on my YouTube.
But that's from the Clubhouse. So, and you have to be invited, right, to be part of it.
Yeah, I'm sure you got an invite somewhere in your email.
Hey, well, some of you guys are saying you got to go. So let me just share one last thing with you.
Sorry about that, Knolly.
Thank you, Sam. That's perfect. I love it, man. I love it. I want to share one last thing with you because I think this is cool. So let me see if I can share my screen. So this is what we call, I mean, we call it an upline. A lot of us don't like that term, but I still, or we could say our senior partners here at EXP. So this is what it looks like. I'm going to post this out to our group as well. But you've got me here, and it's got sort of the credentials behind each of the people above you. So just realize our group is not just me, guys. We've got, Kevin Kaufman, co-founder of Group 4610, host of the Kevin and Fred podcast. We've got Fred Weaver. He runs Group 4610. They do 100 million in sales volume every single year. They sell over 400 homes a year. And that's Fred, just two levels above me. We've got Curtis Johnson. Curtis has sold over 6,000 homes. You think he knows how to sell real estate? Yeah. He runs a 25-person team. We've got Chuck and Angela Fazio. They owned an 850-person brokerage. Okay, 850 people. They had 850 agents, and they looked at EXP and they said, "We got to join." Okay. And so a lot of times you're talking to independent brokers and you're like, well, would an independent broker join? Well, this Chuck did, and Angela, and they had 850 agents in their brokerage. Michael Reese, he's in our upline, if you will. He sold over 5,000 homes, and he's the co-founder of NAEA, which you guys all get part of that as well. Jay Kinder, also 5,000 plus homes sold. Albie Stasic, he runs a 35-person team. He's an icon and coach. Cliff Freeman, he runs a 30-person team in Dallas, and he was named the best real estate agent in Dallas. And of course, Brent Gove is part of our group as well, 3,500 homes sold. So it's not just me that you get with Mentorship Masters, guys. And by the way, for those of you that qualify, we can build one of these for you. Once you get to 5 agents on your front line, we can build one of these for you where you'll be there, and then, and you'll be able to share that with prospects. So I just want to share with you that, we stand on the shoulders of giants, and this is not something that we have to do alone. If you've got somebody that's interested in what we're doing, and they maybe they sell, maybe they're at a different level where we have to get somebody else in on the conversation. Our team is happy to do it, guys. Happy to do it. Yeah. So I'm a couple last minute questions, and I think we'll. Sabu's asking, how do you suggest we stay top of mind for agent attraction without seeming like we're being pushy? I have a follow-up system. So, and one of these days, I'm going to teach you guys my follow-up system. I think that would be good for you. You don't have to do what I do, but the fortune is in the follow-up. The fortune is in the follow-up. If you don't follow up with people, you won't get them. I mean, Stuart Sutton probably would not have joined if I had not continue to follow up with him. And he'll tell you, I followed up with him every single month until he joined. Okay. So I don't mind seeming pushy. And if they tell me to go away and get lost, that's what I do. I get lost. So the thing is, I'd rather them be upset with me for continuing to push them a little bit than to be upset with me 3 years down the road. Man, how come you didn't really push me harder to join this? If I'd have known, if you would have spent a little bit, and that's what Stuart's like, man, how come you didn't make me join? I'm like, dude, I reached out to you every single month for 18 months, so there's a fine line there, but you do have to have a really good follow-up sequence and a follow-up schedule, or attraction won't work, because you can't talk to somebody and them join. That's not how it works. Most people, I looked at the company for 100 days before I joined. Okay. I did a lot of research, and if Kevin and Fred had not continued to follow up with me, I'd have never joined the company. Okay. They continued to follow up with me because they'd rather me be, again, pissed off at them for bothering me about this crazy company called EXP than to be pissed off at them 5 years down the road that they didn't bother me. Okay. Either way, they're going to be upset with you. So you might as well do the right thing and invite them and continue to have a good schedule. Hey, I love you guys. That's it. Another one in the books. We'll do another one next week. And let's have a fantastic 2021. We're already off to a good start. Love you guys. You can unmute yourself.
Knolly.
Woo! Bye.
Hey, Knolly, check out my background.
Oh, look at you. So you can put any video in, huh?
Absolutely. I got, that's actually the front page of my website.
I
Give
love
it a
it.
second. It's gonna keep going. It's a flyover.
Thanks,
of-
Knolly. See you guys.
I love it.
See you guys
All right.
later.
All right,
Yeah,
guys.
flyover.
We'll have you teach us how to do that, Sam. Love you guys.
Well,
Woo.
you need a green screen.
Gotcha.
Have a great one.
Take care, everybody.